on the side that they were going to be on, but maybe just another plan in mind, you know? Obviously, someday does kind of tunnel on Renekton oftentimes when he gets uncomfortable, and we'll see if he does. There's the Yasuo ban, of course, and it's going to be a Lulu first pickup. So will we see Ambition's Nidalee now?
Well, it is surprising, too, that they are prioritizing this Lulu. Of course, yeah. Lulu's still a strong pick, and it was used well by Ambition in the last game, but frankly, I mean, Rookie did a great job of chunking Ambition in the early game and harassing him very heavily. Yeah.
I'd love to see Darius picked up. I don't think we're going to see that. Really is a possibility, of course. Jax has been banned out. You know, maybe Darius isn't too far outside of the realm of possibility, actually.
Well, Ambition is free to pick up Nidalee here.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, they don't need to pick that right now. They can wait.
They can wait, and that's dangerous. Now, the Nidalee pick, obviously, something that they prefer. They banned the Yasuo again just to see if Nidalee would go over, and one of Ambition's best picks. Flame has been very consistent on this Shyvana, but he's not going to get any of his super carry top laners in Ryze and Jax, but he's shown that he can still carry as hard as anybody. Now, Renekton should be the counter pick here.
Yep. And of course, someday, you know, I mean,
it's most played champion of all time.
Why wouldn't he play Renekton here? And again, something he doesn't need to necessarily pick now, so we probably won't see that top lane pick quite yet. Maybe we will.
Now, I think that someday would be better off running Ignite this game and just trying to punish as hard as he can the Shyvana pickup. The teleport Renekton, of course, Renekton not as much as a lane bully as he used to be. He does scale better into the late game, still nowhere near the level of scaling that most other common top lane picks are.
Well, but it's definitely no Mundo or Shyvana.
Right. You need to be able to harass, and the teleport Renekton is just lackluster. Well, maybe someday we'll pick up the Mundo this time, but you see that Jinx and you know what's coming. It's going to be an attempt at a lane swap from CJ Blaze again.
Oh yeah, of course.
I like the Mundo a lot better here.
Well, too bad. He's playing Renekton.
But he is playing Ignite this time. He switched up his summoners just now, so.
Yep, if you're going to do Renekton against this Shyvana right now, and actually Flame switching over to Ignite as well. Ambition hovering over the Nidalee pick. And really waiting a long time for the support picks from both of these teams.
It is a little odd. Thresh has been a priority pick here in Korea. But it is falling down pretty far down the draft order. There's the Nidalee as expected for Ambition.
If you lock in Nidalee early like this, do you think there's any possibility that KT might want to send Lulu to the bot lane and try to counterpick that Nidalee now with a different mid laner? Maybe not.
Probably not, but Someday is a player who has played top lane Lulu in the past. With the Renekton pickup already here, probably not going to be a factor. But something you do have to keep in the back of your head. Not many top Lulu players compared to Europe, but interestingly, last night, Impact from SKTK played top lane Lulu against Prime Optimus and did quite well.
You know, that Blitzcrank pick may not have been too terrible, but Leon obviously much, much safer.
Machani also is a Blitz player.
Yeah, I would love to see the Blitzcrank pick. And there's Lucian. And I'd have to imagine these are probably going to get locked in.
I like the Lucian pickup. It is Emperor's go-to AD carry. Arrow, not really known as a Lucian player, but this will give him a lot more stability, and they may want some scaling into the late game. They've got the Lulu in order to wild growth the Vayne if necessary.
Yeah. Also Whimsy for that speed boost, and there they will lock that in. So the final pick coming over to CJ Blaze, will it be, or who will it be rather, in the jungle for Daydream?
Now, Rookie has played Vayne before, but he's not a noted Vayne player.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be talent. And if we're going to see Feral Flare, we're going to see Xin Zhao.
Yeah, the Xin Zhao pickup isn't bad. Remember that Daydream has a history of playing Xin Zhao. Yeah. Even when Xin Zhao wasn't in fashion. In fact, he played Xin Zhao a ton at WCG in China late in 2013.
But the Elise pickup.
It'll be the Elise pickup instead.
Oh, okay. So just going with something a little bit more stable. And Ambition on Nidalee, a good solid comp for CJ Blaze. And again, KT, I think in a position where they're the ones who are going to need to really kind of play a little bit more carefully.
Well, We'll see. Now, I think that Hachani should do a full ward start this time because you would assume that CJ with their teleport Shyvana and their Jinx is going to want a lane swap, and therefore Lustboy will also be starting full wards again. Now, they should have noticed that last game. And when you have Leona, you can take a little bit of a risk because she is so inherently tanky. But they were worried that they wouldn't be able to, they wanted that advantage in a 2v2 if they got it. But because they had fewer wards, they weren't able to read the lane swap coming in from Blaze, whereas Blaze found it quite easy to see them as they were heading to lane. And so either this time for the KT Arrows, they go to lane as fast as possible and set up in a lane brush so that they can't be detected by an early ward in an invade, or you start full wards yourself so you can at least have some sort of counterplay and get the lanes you want. Because more than anything else, it was the initial lanes that really screwed over the KT Arrows.
Yeah, very true. The game is loading up, and it's all on the KT Arrows now. Can they tie things up in this best of 5? The winner, of course, going to the Champion Spring semifinals. It's time to get in the game and see if Cacao and company can do it. It's game time. And here we are, guys. Game 2. KT Arrows versus CJ Blaze. And everybody moving up to the Baron Pit region. Ambition just checking out the tower there. Ooh, nearly impales Rookie with that spear.
Now, KT Arrows did not start with wards again. They opt to start Relic Shield one more time. I don't know about this. Right. There's a spider coming in from Daydream.
Well, that's the tricky part, is that the KT Arrows did kind of get taken by those lane swaps last game, and they're not really putting themselves in the position to do anything about it this time either.
Well, they are camping their own blue, so they're a little bit more cognizant of a possible invade for deep wards this time, and they're trying to nip that in the bud by stacking 3 people in the brush in the river.
Some mid lane laugh off. Hello, global fans. Hopefully my voice sounds wonderful through those earbuds.
I'm sure it does.
I don't know if it does. We'll see.
Okay, well, here's the delayed invade. It is going to be spotted by Someday.
Someday going to be spotted by CJ. Oh, Someday. That death sentence so close to hitting. He thinks he's not in range, but he is. Someday. There to face check. There's the slow. There's the death sentence. Someday, can he get away with the slice and dice they're chasing? No flash used just yet. And he will have to flash out of that blue pit. But it's going to be a red invade from KT. Not the strongest start, though, for Someday.
Yeah, they are going to be able to track them coming in from behind as well. But this is a 4v5.
And Daydream coming in. They're going to try to find that red buff. The smite will give it to Cacao. And Ambition, whoa, Ambition walks right into KT. They need to be careful about this. This is going to be a crazy level 1. And Arrow gets grabbed by the death sentence, flashes away. Can he make it? Hachani chasing. They're going to try to get everybody out with the heal speed boost. There's a flash, though. Daydream, they really want to get this kill on the Arrow, but can they do it? The slow hits Hachani, body blocking for his 80 carry, and they get out. So both heals used on the KT side, only one used by CJ.
2 used by CJ.
Oh, right, in the bot lane, I mean.
Yeah, this is really a weird situation.
Yeah, that was
we're also
bizarre.
going to have a probably...
Oh, they got another flash. Hey, everybody use their summoners. Why not?
Wow, so... you know, they're not going to be so worried about the 1v1 and 2v2 right now, just because there's a big summoner deficit on the KT Arrows. Now, Someday did get into lane sooner, so that's going to force Flame to use his TP.
Yep.
But he'll get down there, and without that flash, only Ignite now for Someday, but he does have a level advantage, so it's all dependent on how he can do this, or how well he can use this. Cacao actually going for enemy blue, trying to get a 3-buff start.
And we'll see if he can.
Yeah, that's a really smart ward there by Cacao. This is a bold jungle play. This is a bold jungle play. Cacao, I thought he'd just get double reds, but instead he went back, bought another ward,
nice.
Another couple wards, just so he could 3-buff. So Kakao has an early advantage onto Daydream.
That helps out quite a bit.
That was really good jungling right there by Kakao. Great timing, going back, picking up a couple wards so he could do that safely and get out if he needed to. And Daydream now going to have a problem.
Whoa. Ambition low already.
Yeah, this is, Nidalee is not a laning champion. It's about getting...
Yep, there's a flash glitter lance. He tries to do it, Ignite ticking away. Ambition should be able to live through this. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, a little bit. Now, he knew the heal on Ambition was down, which is why he tried that maneuver. Rookie.
Yeah.
But this is the KT Arrows, man. They're high risk, high reward. This is Rookie plays that way.
True. You know, it worked last game against...
Okay, this is a good timing. This is a good timing for a gank. They do have a ward in that brush right there, but they're not going to see Lee Sin quite yet. And they've delayed Elise enough to know that probably not going to be down here in order to do anything about this, and they need to punish Flame now to get Renekton an advantage heading into the mid game.
They're going to try to, just waiting for that lane to push up just a little bit more. Ambition needs to be very careful as well here. We saw the execute potential Lulu had in game 1 when Ambition himself was playing it. And here we go, the dive, the minion wave gets there, and Flame, can he make it out? Oh, he's getting to him now. There's a burnout. Can he do it? There's a stun as well. The Ignite ticking away. Flame tries to flash, tries to just get all the turret damage he can onto Kakao, but will it be enough? Wow, Flame manages to make it out. Daydream comes in. That was a nice play from Flame to live through that.
And this isn't the first time we've seen Flame manage to elude tower dives.
Yeah.
He is so slippery on the Shyvana. He knows exactly when to use his flash.
Oh, here we go. They're going to try to come in onto Someday here. Someday with the stun, though, onto Daydream.
Look at that. Flame turning it around, and it's Kakao and Someday who get the worst end of a dive.
Yeah.
Even though Daydream wasn't there, had no buffs, Flame just so slippery.
Yeah. Slippery dragon.
Still behind in CS, though, so he will have troubles. Now they can actually be bold enough to try a reverse dive right here. I think that would be very unwise. Someday able to sustain off the big
boy, here we go. He's going to try to slice a nice round. Yeah, there's the burnout. Kakao coming in to try to save him. And actually, Daydream has to repel Flame a bit low. There's first blood. Does go to Flame.
Yeah.
Kakao gets the revenge kill, though. Both top laners going down. And I don't know if Kakao can chase Daydream here.
Rookie needs to come into the jungle right now with that Whimsy in order to find him. Not going to react, though.
Nice cocoon. Daydream will get away. And is that enough for an execute? It is.
Doesn't lose any buffs, though, but he will lose some jungling time. And that was just not a smart dive. Very overly ambitious with Kakao still around waiting to respond. They got the first blood, and fortunately for CJ Blaze, they didn't trade up anything else, but the jungler is already behind. I mean, Daydream lost the buff war early on in this game, and now Kakao is going to have more free time, basically, to make plays on the map, and he's coming into the top lane.
A good play from Lost Boy actually brings in Hachani yet again. Kakao, though, wants to come in. Nice flame chopper zoning from Emperor. Can he get away, though? Tries to flash. There's the sun. Arrow chasing. Lost Boy in a lot of trouble. Manages to get out with the flash, though.
All summoners burned for CJ Blaze, though. They burned 4 summoners in that gank. Meanwhile, Arrow and Hachani's flashes are nearly back up, so you're going to like that. And this is a very early proxy farm for Flame. Usually you don't see Shyvana's try this before like level 8 or level 9. But he's very confident in his knowledge of the jungler's presence.
Daydream, speaking of jungler presence, is lurking in this lane where Arrow and Shani have decided not to push too far forward. Gotta be careful. And it looks like Arrow will go back according to the minimap right now. Someday getting plenty of time to farm. In lane for now.
Typically, Shyvana would max E in this matchup, but actually Flame has taken a point in W, 2 points in W rather, after kind of, I guess, breaking the pressure on the dive, and this is allowing him to proxy farm earlier than he would normally be able to.
Yeah, you're going to want that AoE for sure. Flame getting jumped on by Someday, though. Back into the jungle with the burnout. He's a little bit low. There's a slice. Flame getting chased. When's the stun cooldown coming up? Flame's going to have to drag his descent over the wall to get away.
Well, that's the danger of this situation, is when you take the W, you're not going to be able to poke down Renekton. You're not going to be able to CS as easily as you would with a maxed E. So this may cause Flame some problems, and he can't continually proxy farm. He's really banking on Lee Sin being up in top lane quite a bit.
Yeah. Ooh, Hachani a little bit low here. Good zone. They're going to bring him over the wall. The Cocoon and the Death Sentence miss. Because of that flash, they're going to knock away Kakao. Kakao nearly blown up instantly there, and KT going to have to disengage right away.
Kakao having a bit of a rough time.
Yeah, and Hachani having to burn his flash right after it comes up. Ambition's still a bit low, but I got to say, Ambition has done a really good job of hanging in this lane against this Lulu. He's down on CS, but he's prevented his turret from taking too much damage, and overall not too bad.
Being down on CS is expected as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
Good of Daydream to protect his support. He knows that if he goes in, there's no possibility of a 2v2 or more than a 2v2 rather, given that Lee Sin was just knocked back to base. So go ahead, get some deep wards in while you have a bit of pressure on the lane. Make sure you know if that Lee Sin is coming right back up. Kakao is not going to go for his red buff. They're going to try and contest enemy blue right here because Flame doesn't have his ult and he's chunked out. So this is good. This is a bit of a dangerous moment for CJ Blaze.
Whoa, especially with Ambition getting caught a little bit there. Can Daydream do anything about it? Trying to body block a little bit, but blue buff has not been taken yet. Ambition really wants it. Flame going back. A nice spear, though. Will push Kakao back a little bit, but Someday has come up from the bot lane. Ah, there we go. Emperor and Lost Boy coming down. And so CJ will be able to take a little bit more of that map control back and presumably get that blue buff.
They're going to try and transition this into
Kakao trying to steal it. Did he get it? No, he didn't get it.
It was taken by Daydream.
Yeah, looks that way. All right. And this is just a weird situation. Solar Flare catches the bot lane from CJ. They're going to come in. Hachani trying to make a move onto that. And Lost Boy and Emperor getting so low. There's a wild growth. Someday gets a kill, as does Rookie. Just blowing up the bot lane for CJ. They got a little bit too close to the Dragon. And that Dragon is going to get taken now by the KT arrows.
Well, they had no vision right there. They really wanted to get some wards down so they could tell, but the problem was that Flame wasn't there. They were still all 5 from the arrows. Now Flame is going to be able to put some decent pressure down as a result of that Dragon play, but not going to be too much as Someday already matching him. Now Someday getting that Tiamat, got his Ignite back up, and this is still going to be, ooh, Flame already proxy farming. It's a bit risky.
Again, yeah.
Let's take a look at this again. Hachani coming around the side. Someday
really
just slices over the traps. And then a great solar flare. Rookie with an amazing flank too. They just can't survive against the high damage coming out of Renekton and a double glitter lance early.
Yeah, exactly. Not to mention the wild growth. Just everything doing so much AoE, keeping people in place as well. And KT definitely having a stronger early game this time around. Keeping Daydream down has been a big part of that as well, like we've been talking about already.
I am so surprised at how aggressively Flame is proxy farming these waves. This is not normal Shyvana play. But, I mean, even though he's behind on CS, he's causing a lot of pressure, to his credit.
Yeah. And I mean, I suppose this is one way, if you're confident in your ability to get away, that a Shyvana can put a little bit of lane pressure onto the next lane. Daydream getting chased, and he's just going to get taken apart by Someday. Wow, that was so fast, I didn't even have time to talk about it. Flame getting chased as well. He's going to make it out, and that's double buffs now on Someday. I don't think Flame's going to be able to proxy farm much in the near future here.
Well, that's the risk you take when you play this high-risk, high-reward style. Sure, you can get some pressure down onto that turret, but Someday, you know, giving him double buffs while he has that Tiamat.
That was a teleport.
Really bold using the teleport, but Someday will be able to proxy out of this one or take doubles.
He can pretty much do whatever he wants until the jungler comes back at this point.
Wow. Looking for a gank on the mid, actually.
Now, speaking of mid, Rookie and Ambition dueling
here.
Elise
just went back. This is
really
bad.
Yeah, Ambition, there's the Dominus popped. Ambition trying to escape into the jungle, but Kakao is there with the Dragon's Rage, and Kakao with the kick, with the kill. Rocket nearly takes out Rookie,
but
no
has
luck.
To ult himself because he strangely drew turret aggro, but now there's the all-in. Nice play.
Arrow trying to do some damage to Emperor, gets Death Sentence. There's the box as well. Now Arrow in a little bit of trouble. Damage coming in from Emperor. Can he turn it around? Solar Flare slows up Lust Boy just a little bit. Arrow with the flash, and Lust Boy doesn't get caught enough, and it looks like Arrow will be able to escape. So kind of a clean wash in the bot lane. Someday and Ambition. And Flame can be pushy here because Someday's ult is down, and he might be able to get the turret out of this. Not quite yet. Never mind.
Just moving in. That was really good timing. Flame did manage to go back. Rookie has to go deal with Flame right now because even though Flame is playing risky, he has to avert his flash. There's Burnout. Someday after him, though.
He is. Oh, and the ult ends right as Someday comes in. Flame with no ultimate, no flash. There's the Glitter Lance for the slow, and Flame is not going to make it out of this one. Or is he? No. I thought so. That would have been crazy. Rookie finally gets that kill in the end.
Well, the thing that Flame is doing, though, is he's helping his other teams win, or his other lanes win, because everybody is having to go deal with him in the top lane because of his incredibly risky play. Now, worth it? I'm not really sure, but they did get one turret. They got damage on the middle as well. Ambition has been able to catch up and farm due to that roam.
It's like Flame is on Shyvana, but he thinks he's playing Proxy Singe this game or something like that, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you can, they're very similar champions in that way. And if you're Flame and you're CJ Blaze and you say, I'm confident Flame will be able to outplay the opponent even from behind because he's Flame, well, maybe you go ahead and run this strategy. We're really going to have to see how it works out. But he certainly is helping with the global gold. And he's using that teleport as well. Remember, he can get chased out. He draws pressure, gets chased out, uses the teleport with the shorter cooldown to come back into lane because he knows he can defend his turret.
Yeah.
So, and because by proxy farming, it takes longer for Renekton to push up that wave. So even if he dies, even if Daydream dies and gives up those double buffs, how much are they actually going to be able to do with it? Because they're the first ones to get a tower.
Yep.
It's an interesting style of play, that's for sure, and something we're not used to seeing from Blaze, who favorite trick is.
Oh, favorite trick is getting Lustboy caught. Maybe no, that's not their favorite trick, because then Lustboy dies. Would not be my favorite trick.
Rookie able to put on some pressure right now. Now, I don't think it's going to turn out worth it. I mean, we already see the arrows coming up with a pretty impressive lead right here. But I can understand why he's doing it.
Yeah. Well, one thing's for certain, Neo Blaze is back.
Someday is up 2 levels now.
Oh boy, Flame a little bit caught. He has his ultimate. He's going to use it to try to get out. Gets slowed, gets solar flared. He's not going to make it. Flame taken down yet again. Cow with that kill. Ambition, meanwhile, tries to go on to Rookie. Daydream is there. But they do need to back off a little bit. Obviously can't chase too far down that mid lane. Otherwise, KT would have been able to collapse.
Now, the other thing that he really needs to do is, because his jungler lost early, he needs to waste as much of Kakáo's time as possible just to give Daydream an opportunity to farm.
Yeah.
It's not working out for them. Daydream was really handicapped in this game, and Kaká brilliantly took advantage of it, starting from that really clever 3-buff start where he had the presence of mind to go back, pick up the early wards, and safely steal a blue buff, go blue to his own red.
Well, this is really what we were talking about coming into this match, the possibility of it being a very even best of 5. KT is getting close to being as far ahead this game as CJ was last game. They've got that map control.
Yeah, Kaká just totally out-jungled Daydream.
Oh yeah, totally, and Kaká getting, well, a little bit caught there, but he'll be able to get away. Dragon is up, and CJ has a pretty good position on it, although they don't really have good wards around Dragon at the moment. Flame's going to just split push because he can take out that turret pretty easily.
Yeah, you definitely make this trade if you're CJ Blaze right now.
Oh yeah.
You have to poke anyway at this stage of the game. CJ Blaze can't straight up fight in a 5v5 with Nidalee and Jinx this early.
KT manages to muscle CJ out and take that Dragon, and like you said, they'll try. Oh, here comes a teleport though for Flame, or rather for Someday.
Cancel.
Coming in. Someday, yeah, he did cancel it. There he is. There's a Dominus. Solar Flare doesn't really hit anybody. Daydream getting a little bit low, has to repel out of there, and Ambition on the run as well. KT just absolutely routing CJ. Yeah, Emperor can't participate in this fight. And Rookie, will he chase him down? There's a ward! And a kill for Rookie onto Ambition. Flame continuing to push this top lane, but KT, they just might bum rush mid.
It was really a mistake. That was a messed up call from CJ. Now, Flame was going to come in, canceled his teleport because it was better to split push, but his team still fought. And that was the big problem. Flame will be able to get out of this with Burnout.
Oh, should. I don't know, man.
The Glitter Lance.
Those Glitter Lances, they can slow you down for a long time, and he has to use the ultimate to make it. Oh, he gets a slow off of Pix, though, from the E. Flame activates Burnout again. Someday coming in, getting close to that range for the stun. He does have flash, and Flame is going to get slowed down enough that there's a stun, and there's a kill for Someday. Yeah, Flame playing that bold, playing bold all game, but getting caught continuously. That's his 4th death. You do not see Flame die that many times in a game often.
And this is, people will be saying, oh, Flame is playing badly, and he is playing overly aggressive, but you have to look at the circumstances under which this game started, the circumstances of the jungler situation of Ambition losing the mid lane early. And it's if this had worked, he would have looked like a god.
He had to try something, you know?
I mean, he would, if he hadn't drawn pressure and he had just been allowed to do this, he would have looked absolutely incredible. But KT Arrows, they snuffed him out every single time.
Yep.
And he hasn't been able to use that teleport because he's been using it to get back to top lane to draw pressure away from his turret constantly. So it just unfortunately hasn't worked out. And his team, they botched a call right there. He was trying to teleport in. Apparently there was a conflicting call where he thought they weren't going to fight, and they thought he was coming in. He canceled, they fought anyway, and you're just not going to win this early in a game with Nidalee Jinx,
Yep. And we know now that there's a turret lead for the KT Arrows again here. Ambition trying to sit by that tier 2 turret.
Baron.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to go for it, and they have people distracted. Ambition going to give his life away, and the tier 2 turret looks like they'll be able to get the Baron. Yeah, Kakao, unless he can do a miracle steal here.
They're going to lose an inhibitor for it.
Yep, that's right. Is it worth it? There's the ward. Can Kakao steal? Is he going to try it? Baron getting lower. They're delaying. Kakao just being there makes this Baron take longer. Look at how slow it's going, Kakao. They're going to go over the wall. Tachani trying to do something. Or rather, yeah. Oh, there we go. They can't get the Baron. They can't steal it. Kakao coming up that wild growth, though, and Emperor, left all alone in the Baron pit. That's got to hurt.
That was an absolutely terrible call from the KT Arrows. They should have pushed down into the inhibitor 100%.
Wow. Well, they're going to trade 1-for-1. There's Flame. There's another kill for KT.
I mean, it's just death timers are not that long at this point in the game.
It's only 20 minutes in.
Yeah, and maybe 15-1, but they had to walk all the way across the map. They didn't have that teleport, and frankly, trading the inhibitor for the Baron isn't a bad trade. It was a bottom lane inhibitor. They could have kept it down for the duration of the Baron, then had the bottom lane pressure. This is a hilarious chase that's going on. The pings are everywhere.
He'll make it. I believe in you, Daydream. There's the cocoon. It's the cocoon of destiny.
He's wasted so much of the enemy's time.
Those spiderlings are cheering him on, man. They're like, yeah, go, Mom.
Daydream,
all right, go Daydream. Protect that Baron buff at all costs. Uh-oh. Oh, no, the cocoon dodge. Daydream, can he get executed here? No, he can't. There's the E, and there's an execute of a different color. Whoa. One spider went up, and then another one came out of the ground and died. That was weird. It was just a decoy, man. Daydream's actually fine. It's just a decoy. It's like when Naruto turns into a log or something, You think you kill him, you think you stick him full of, like, little flying ninja knives, and you don't. It's a log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
Oh, boy.
It's better than bad. It's good.
Okay. Well, CJ Blaze manages to chase down everybody, but they're without the objective as a result, and they did give that Baron gold and experience over anyway. So I think it really just better to go ahead and push down the inhibitor in that situation. Running across the entire map is a little bit ridiculous.
Yep. I can't believe it's 16-1 in kills this game.
Well, this is a KT Arrows game, man.
It certainly is.
It's either like a ridiculous blowout or they lose pretty hard. That's the only way the KT Arrows play. They're so aggressive.
Rookie gets caught with a cocoon, and I don't think he's going to make it. There's the solar, not the solar flare, the wild growth. Get my ults mixed up, but there's no mix-up about Rookie whimsying his way away, dodges the E, gets a flash from Daydream. And there's the final blow. Daydream manages to get that one, and Lustboy, in a lot of trouble going into the Baron pit, trying to get away. Flame coming in with the ultimate, a 3-man ult, knocks back some people. Achani and Kakao trying to turn this one around. A really messy team fight. This is pretty much KT all over it. They're going to jump onto Emperor. Emperor not making it out, and Flame a bit caught as well. Kakao, he can chase all day, and are they going to give it someday? Looks like they won't, and Kakao claims that kill. So KT, they lose Rookie, but they're able to take everyone else. Teemo hat guy, I don't know if that was a look of disapproval. I don't know what that was.
Confusion.
A little bit.
KT Arrows game one. Going to handily win this one. I mean, Rookie is up an entire death cap on Ambition right now, so the disgusting imbalance in terms of items.
Death Cap for Rookie's second album.
Disgusting imbalance.
And I guess the that's right, disgusting imbalance. That's that is a great album title.
It is a good album title.
Disgusting imbalance. I like it. Maybe I'll use that someday. Who knows? Cow. Why not? Why not kill some wolves? Oh, actually, Emperor got that one, I think. And why not kill a dragon? Why not?
This game, again, was really kind of oddly decided by some weird laning shenanigans.
Yeah.
Flame.
Well, KT definitely got the game on their terms this time, and when that happens, KT can usually steamroll it pretty hard.
I mean, I don't blame Flame for doing what he did. If I was on Blaze and I saw the poor rotations of the KT arrows in game one, by doing that, you force them to rotate and respond. And so it's a little bit of a test. Like, are you actually going to be able to deal with this? Because we're putting a lot of mental pressure on you in this situation.
Right.
And if you don't rotate quickly and send the right person at the right time, I'm just going to sit here and get away with this. And because I have teleport, I'll just be back in the lane, even if you chuck me out, as long as I can escape, no problem. But KT Arrows did respond very well.
And Daydream, oop. There we go. Oh, the Q actually, they get the repel. He's going to come down onto Cacao again and then take the Dark Passage out. Hello, Flame. Yeah, Sunday's just going to try to keep pushing this lane, and really all the lanes looking pretty good for KT right now as far as the pressure coming in.
Yeah, I really don't blame Blaze for what they decided to do, given the fact that their split push worked so well.
Yeah.
Last time around, but KT managed to compose themselves and deal with it a lot better this time.
Well, it's things like that made us think this was going to be a closer series, and it's looking like it so far. The siege onto the top lane now, and it's pretty tough to siege with this composition from KT. You don't really have a lot of range. You can put that split out from Rookie, and man, Rookie will always be able to chunk down Ambition. So eventually someone's going to need to deal with him.
Rookie's really been doing well tonight overall.
Yeah, he has. Well, there we go, trying to come in and Daydream. Someday gets knocked away. There's the box of zone a little bit. Emperor trying to make it out, gets out on the Dark Passage. KT, though, grouped up and chasing Achani into the back lines with a wild growth onto him. And CJ Blaze just melts, man. A double kill for Rookie. And Cacao, he wants one too. There it is, a clean ace. And that is going to be an inhibitor at the minimum for the KT Arrows. Someday, a brave crocodile.
Well, that was just a disgusting wild growth from Rookie.
Yeah.
He hit at least 4, if not all 5 members with that on
really,
Sunday. Very patient wild growth right there.
Great presence of mind for Hachani to get into the back lines and say, hey, man, if I can get into the middle of everyone, they're all grouped up. The wild growth is going to be perfect.
Yeah, I'd love to see that again, actually. That was really one of the better wild growths that I've seen.
It's a good team fight, for sure. And we will get to see it again. Here we go.
We will. So Someday coming in right there.
Good
Flame,
kick on the Emperor.
Flame actually did a good job of zoning out Arrow and then trying to back off for his team. But at this point, I mean, this wild growth. Yep. Only 3, but it was enough with the slow afterwards for them to pick off everybody after.
Whoop. Fresh just looks like he kind of gave up on life for a second there, or unlife, I guess you could say.
He gave up on undeath?
He gave up on undeath. He's like, that's it, I can't take it anymore, I want to live. It's too late, Thresh. Even if you die and get brought back, whoa, they take Cacao for a ride, and they're going to be able to take out Emperor either way. It doesn't matter. Lustboy in trouble now, goes down. There's a double kill from Arrow. And whoa, look at that glitter lens. Look at the wild growth. Rookie really making the plays this time. Ambition getting chased away. Rookie going deep, wants to kill. Can he get the execute? No, not quite. Oh, well, it let them get the inhibitor, so a worthy death. A glorious death in battle for Lulu. And the death timer is still pretty small, actually. Emperor and Lustboy almost back again.
But another inhibitor down. 28 kills for the KT Arrows in a 28-minute game.
Man, and look at Achani, 1-0 and 20. That is bloodthirsty. I approve.
Arrow.
Not enough killing blows, but it's okay.
I mean, this KT Arrows team, they just play for the kills. They have no qualms about diving you. They go deep and seek you out.
Do dive.
do dive. Them and CJ Frostman really like to go for kills before turrets, and that is a captain's enchantment. Onto the boots.
Why not? Oh, captain, my captain.
Well, it helps because if you're the first one into a team fight, you're really able to bring the rest of your team in with you afterwards.
Yeah.
So it does.
Go. They're going to jump onto Daydream. Daydream flashes out of the Zenith Blade. Oh, Solar Flare catches Ambition, though, but it could be fine just pushing people. And Ambition hasn't been able to really hit too many of those Nidalee Spears in the late game. People just too mobile. Hard to hit a Vayne and a Lulu with Nidalee Spears, that's for sure. And now they're going for the Nexus turrets. One more big play from CJ. They're going to have an opportunity. There's the box that goes down. Doesn't really zone out anybody, though. Someday they do catch Daydream a little bit too far in the back lines. KT having to back off a little bit. There's a nice flame. Oh, nice pushback with Condemn on the flame, rather. Kakao coming in. Oh, actually, Emperor manages to grab a kill. Can he live, though? No, gets taken down by Someday. And that is going to be about it. Goodbye, Lust Boy. And everyone just zoned so hard. They can finish off the Nexus at any time. A couple more kills to pad the KDA. Why not? And in the end, 31 kills to 4 as KT ties up the series 1-1.
They really built that lead off of the kills that they got.
Yeah. And
that was CJ Blaze testing their rotations, really, like we were talking about, trying to push aggressively into the lanes and see if the KT Heroes would respond, but it obviously put them in a really big vulnerability, and they paid for it. They paid for it that game.
Well, that's called getting a lead and capitalizing on it. That was a pretty good example of that.
I like Someday switch over to the Ignite Renekton. It worked a lot better this game, and banning out Ryze and Jax allowed him to get a preferred Renekton matchup.
All right, well, Flame not looking too worried there.
No, he knows what he was doing.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And it's still a best of 5. We're tied up. Essentially, it's a best of 3 now, so everything's still A-okay.
Yeah, and Blaze should be fine after that game. Yes, they took a really big loss, but it's pretty obvious that it was a result of their play style, and I think that they probably concocted that after game 1 because they thought it would be a really good way to press an advantage that they had in the split push, and didn't work out.
Well, it's been a match of adaptation for both teams, and we'll see who can adapt better in game number 3 and put themselves one game away from the Champions Spring semifinals. It really is impossible to call now, still, even after 2 games. I have no idea who's winning this one, and that is awesome.
Nor do I, but KT Heroes will tie it up, and we'll head into game 3.
That's right. Don't go anywhere, guys. Champion Spring back right after this.
Coming up next, KT Arrows, CJ and Displays, Hot 6 League of Legends Champion Spring 2014, quarter final, Group C.